You are wasting ad spend every time you test a new format. The format was never the problem. What if the reason your ad stopped converting has nothing to do with the format and everything to do with something you have never tested? Most media buyers treat angles and formats like they're the same thing. They are not. They are two completely different levers, and if you're pulling the wrong one, you're burning budget and blaming the creative. If you're wondering who I am, my name is Mike, founder of 225 Media. We've produced over 2,500 ads with 8 figures of spend behind our creatives. I've seen this mistake tank entire accounts, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what an angle actually is and why it is not the same as a format, and the exact system we use to test both to get more than a 30% win rate on our ads. Now let's get into it. So recently I worked with a brand that were producing 10 to 12 new creatives every single week. New UGC, new talking heads, new editing styles, new hooks, month after month after month, and their CPAs just kept on climbing. They were convinced the problem was production quality. Maybe the actors weren't relatable enough, maybe the captions weren't punchy enough, so they spent more, hired better creators, improved the editing, but CPA kept on climbing. Now, when we looked into their ad account, every single creative was built around the exact same idea, not the same format, the same idea. So what that looked like was, our product is great, and here's someone saying so. 12 different creatives, one angle, 0 real testing. The moment we swapped the angle, not the format, their CPA dropped massively inside about 2 weeks. Same product, same budget, same audience, different idea. And this is the whole lesson of this video. Here's the concept you need to understand. Every single ad has 2 layers. Most brand owners only think about one. I call this the 2-layer test. Layer 1 is the format. The format is how the ad is delivered visually. It is the packaging, UGC testimonial, founder story, talking head, product demo, problem drama, meme, educational explainer. That is all it does. Layer 2 is the angle. The angle is what the ad is actually saying. It is the idea inside the packaging. It is the psychological reason you're giving someone to care about your product right now. Angles connects to a pain, a desire, a belief, a fear, an aspiration, or a curiosity. And here's the test. Go into your ad account, pull up your last 10 active creatives. For each one, write down the core message in a single sentence. Not the format, not the hook word, and the actual idea. What is the ad trying to make the viewer feel or believe? Now, count how many of those sentences are saying the same thing. If more than 5 out of 10 share the same core idea, you're not running a creative testing program. You're running one angle in multiple costumes. That is the 2-layer test. And most brands fail it without ever knowing it. Understanding the 2 layers is step 1, but the reason this costs so much money is more specific than people actually realize. Let me show you exactly where brands go wrong. By the way, if you want help building a proper creative testing system for your brand, that is exactly what we do at 225 Media. Book a call below and let's see how we can use our creative testing system to scale your ad account. Here's the core problem. Formats are visible, angles are invisible. When a creative stops working, the first thing a brand owner sees is the format. The UGC isn't converting, let's try a talking head. The talking head has died, let's try a demo. The demo isn't working, let's try a meme style. It looks like testing and it feels like testing, to be honest, but the idea underneath has never actually changed. Think of it this way. Imagine you're selling a sleep supplement. If every ad you run says this will help you sleep better, you're literally running one angle. It does not matter if one ad is UGC, one is founder, and one is product demo. The idea is identical. The audience sees through it immediately. And here's what that looks like in the data. You will see marginal differences, maybe a 10 to 15% in hook rate between formats, but the CPA stays flat, CTR stays flat, conversion rate stays flat. Because the angle is what drives those numbers, not the format. There are 7 core angles that work in almost every market: problem solution, transformation, authority, myth busting, social proof, curiosity, lifestyle identity, and each one connects to a completely different part of the customer's mind. The problem angle speaks to someone in active pain. The transformation angle speaks to someone who wants proof that the change is possible. The myth busting angle speaks to someone whose current belief is wrong and they actually just don't know it yet. The curiosity angle reaches cold audiences who have never heard of your brand. And when you only test formats, you only ever reach one type of buyer. When you test angles, you reach buyers at every stage of awareness. Most brands kill their one angle, kill all the creatives, and restart from 0 without ever knowing what else might have actually worked. Now you know where the money is being lost. What comes next is the exact step-by-step system to fix this. Now, I've created a completely free guide for you that maps out all 7 angles with real hook examples for each one, a 2-layer test scorecard for your current ad account, and a testing matrix you can use straight away. And the link for that is right below. So here's the system we use at 225 Media. Step 1, you're gonna run the 2-layer test. Pull your last 10 creatives, write the core idea of each one in one sentence. If more than 5 are saying the same thing, stop producing new formats. You have an angle problem. Fix that first. Step 2, pick 5 different angles. Choose 5 psychological entry points that are genuinely different from each other. Problem, transformation, authority, myth busting, curiosity. Each one needs to connect to a different emotion and a different type of buyer. Step 3, test with one simple format. Keep the format identical at this stage. A straight talking video is fine. You are not testing production, you are testing ideas. Run each angle for 3 to 5 days with enough spent to get a real signal. Step 4, find your winner. Look at the hook rate, CTR and CPA. Kill the bottom 60%. Scale the top 1 or 2. These are your creative pillars. Everything from here builds on them. Now step 5, expand into formats. Take your winning angle and build it into 5 different formats. UGC version, demo version, founder story version, mem version, educational version. Now you're testing packaging on top of the proven idea. And that is where your creative budget should be going. Not at step 2. Think of it like movies. The angle is the story, revenge, love, survival, redemption. The format is the film style, whether it's a documentary, action, animation, a drama. A revenge story told as a documentary and a revenge story told as an action film are still the same story. The story drives the audience. The packaging affects how they watch it. Now, the brands winning on Meta right now are not producing more ads, they're producing more angles. Now that you know the 2-layer test, how to identify your angle problem and the exact system to fix it, but the angle first system only works if your hooks are strong enough to stop the scroll in the first 3 seconds, because a great angle with a weak hook still gets skipped. So make sure to watch this next video where I break down the exact hook frameworks we use at 2to5 Media to get hook rates that are above 50% every single time.